heck is a digital product anyway? I'm sure in 2024, if you have not heard about digital products at least once, you are not on the internet, obviously. Digital products are said to be like a multi-bajillion dollar industry. I don't know, I'm making that up, but it's a lot of money. And so you're probably thinking, okay, so what are digital products? How can I get a piece of this money pie? And that's exactly what we're going to be going over today. So, okay, hold the phone. If you're new here, I'm Ashley Robbins and I talk all things digital products, growing your Instagram, and all of the good things to make you that passive income that we all want here in the 2024 realm, right? If you are not creating a digital product, you are missing out on a boatload of income today. You are missing out on a huge piece of the pie. Right now, the digital marketing industry is like booming. So what the heck is a digital product? And so I just typed this into Google just to see what Google would pop out for me. So basically Google defines it as a digital product is a digital good that is created, sold, and purchased online. In most cases, it is even consumed online, except for things like printables, okay? So basically, yeah, you buy it online, you consume it online, and that's it. So, okay, I like to think of my digital products as under like two different umbrellas. So we have like the fun digital products, not fun, they're all fun. They're fun to create, right? But we have like the fun digital products that are like your templates. So you would find this stuff probably like on Etsy. So on Etsy, if you went in and you were like having a birthday party and you wanted the theme to be like bubble guppies, and so you find this shop and you can pay this lady, you know, a couple bucks for the template to download and print out yourself like a banner that's bubble guppies and invitations and stuff like that. So that's what I'm talking about on Etsy as in like fun digital products. So again, if you were like having a wedding or any sort of like party really, I find Etsy is really good for that stuff. They make like signs, banners, invitations. So you have like printable digital products. So you still buy them online and the transaction happens and you get them to your inbox, but then you would print them off and use them as you wish, like at your party or whatever. That's one type of digital product. So there's also templates that are like used online too. So I want you to think like digital journals or digital planners. So I know even like it's a thing to like sell like templates for certain things. So like if you had like a Notion, I don't use Notion, so I don't know a ton about it, but I know some people sell like templates for Notion so that you don't have to build out your entire Notion dashboard, for example. So that is another type of template that you could sell on Etsy or wherever you want. So Etsy is one place you could sell your digital products. The great thing about Etsy is that all of the traffic is already there, so you don't have to actually drive any of your own traffic there. It is a little bit of like a learning curve with Etsy's like SEO and kind of stuff like that, but it's definitely a great place, especially if you're just creating like a low ticket item or a low ticket digital product. You just want to kind of get your feet wet. I don't think it's the best way you could be making money with digital products, but hey, people do it, right? If you want to really, if you're like a creative type and you're all about Canva and you want to get in there and you want to create all these templates and maybe you're really super passionate about wedding planning and you want to create all these beautiful wedding invitations and placemats and all of the things, then that is probably for you. So that is one type of digital product. So if we think about other types of digital products you could create, a big one for influencers for quite a few years was like Lightroom presets. So if you went on, again, Etsy and you typed in Lightroom presets, you could see like these influencers, or, you know, maybe somebody was creating them for the influencers. I don't know. But you could go and you could buy basically this package that would go into Lightroom, and then you could like edit your photos to look like your favorite influencers, Instagram pictures or whatever. So that's another type of digital product. Again, not a great moneymaker nowadays, but I'm just trying to get the point across of what a digital product could be, and then I'm going to get to the most profitable ones that you can create in just a little bit. So if we really sat back and we took a look at, okay, what are the most profitable digital products that I could create in 2024? Well, you're probably going to come down to three things, and you've probably heard this before if you did any research at all on digital products, but I'm just going to say it again because it's true. The biggest niches and the biggest money-making topics to cover in a digital product are things about health, so like fitness or losing weight or a diet plan or something like that. Wealth, which is anything money-making, so think like, you know, making money with digital products, making money with affiliate marketing, making money with Amazon affiliates, all of those things. If you created a digital product about that, that would be in the wealth niche, or health, wealth, and relationships. Sorry, a little brain fart there. Third one is relationships. So this would be like any sort of maybe some marriage counseling. Maybe it's like a relationship between you and your child. So maybe you're teaching them like how to be potty trained or something like that. So that is not all encompassing. There's tons of other niches out there that create digital products in a ton of other realms that make a lot of money. So I guess what I'm trying to say is you can create a digital product about anything. And I find in particular, this is just me being in the industry for a hot minute now, I find the digital products that do the best are essentially teaching somebody how to do something. And so because people want to overcome whatever the problem is that they're having right now, right? So I find when you can market that properly and find those people, then you can make a lot of money. The type of digital products that I like to create are either like a downloadable PDF guide. So this is basically, you can just create in Canva or even a Google Docs. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, right? The most important part is getting the information that your ideal customer needs inside of it, right? I feel like a lot of people get hung up on making things like super pretty and making sure, oh, that doesn't look right. You can tweak that after, but like literally if you want to just like brain dump into a PDF, I did that at first. It worked really, really well. My first guide was like, what was my first digital product guide? It was how to do user-generated content. So that's a video for another day, but basically I just brain dumped all of my knowledge about how to be a user-generated content creator because it was something that people were asking me about anyway, and so it was an easy sell. That could be one. Number two is you could create like a masterclass. So people would sign up either live, or you could just like do a recording and then have it sent out to people. I find if you have like a live with a Q&A on the end, it sells better just because people like that like live aspect, and like the fact that once you're done all your teaching, you can do the Q&A part of the training. Let's say that you're a farmer and you want to teach people how to grow their best tomato crop of the year. And so you're going to come on here and you're going to teach a live masterclass on how to prune your tomato plants to make them grow more fruit, and how to water them, and what kind of fertilizer, and yada, 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 right? And people are going to sign up for this live masterclass. And then at the end, you would do like a Q&A session where they could ask you questions about the tomato plants themselves. And so you could do that live, and then you could actually like have it recorded while you were doing that, and then have it so that people could still purchase the live masterclass. It just wouldn't be live anymore, but they'd still be able to like watch the class and the Q&A. A lot of people do that. So that's a second type under like the education umbrella, right? So we had the PDFs, we had the masterclasses, and the final one, and probably my favorite, just because it's the most like money making, I will say, is probably a course. And I know that sounds really scary, especially, you know, upfront, which by the way, I have a live masterclass that I can send you that like literally we demo how you can create your own course inside of it. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna link it in the description below, but that's just a little side note. Your course doesn't have to be like 85 modules long and like 200 hours, right? It can just be like even a mini course to dip your feet in. You could sell it for $47 and just see where it goes, because what I'm finding actually as I go on is people don't want these like massive courses anyway. They want like a little fix for their problem and then they'll move on, okay? And by doing this, you can actually, instead of like just offering one huge course, you can actually break it down. And as your customer goes through their journey, right, as they fix that problem, they're going to run into another problem, and then they're going to run into another problem, and then you kind of just bring them along for the ride, and you keep creating the digital products that's going to serve them at every step of the way. And so by doing that, you almost create this like offer ladder that's going to be a lot more lucrative for you in the long term, right? So that's always something to have in the back of your mind when you're creating your digital products as well. You're probably thinking, okay, so I have my idea, which, just side note on that, if you have no flippin' idea what you could create for a digital product, I promise you everyone has a digital product inside of them. They just need to find it. You are 10 steps ahead of someone at something, right? I was trying to explain this to my mom the other day, and she's like, I'm not good at anything. I could never create a digital product. So I said, Mom, like she's been doing like bookkeeping for years and years and years, and she uses, oh my gosh, I'm lost at Sage, like Simply Accounting or whatever those programs are. And I was like, you know how many people like really struggle to use those? Like you could totally create a class or like a little PDF guide or something to help people with that. Like, I listened to this podcast and she sold a digital course literally teaching people how to have a mobile bar business, and she made insane money from that. I know this other girl and she literally coins it selling like how to do homesteading, like how to grow a garden and have like chickens at your home in the city. It's wild. So don't get boxed into those three. I'm just telling you, like, as a whole, those are probably the most lucrative topics you could teach on, but as long as it's education based, you're going to make money there. Because what you need to find out, what you need to think about in your life is like, okay, what have you overcome that like the past you would have benefited from had you have had the chance to buy it. So you have to think back to where you started. Again, I have another course. So I also teach Instagram growth for sales. So basically how to grow your Instagram with the intention to sell your product or sell, you know, it doesn't even have to be a digital product for this. You could even have like an e-commerce store and this would apply. So basically what I had to think about is, okay, what were the problems that I had when I was growing my Instagram account in the beginning, wanting to sell my digital products? What things did I have to learn and kind of overcome to be able to grow the account with the intention to sell? And so I packaged all that up and now I sell it to people who were where I was, okay? So that's the thing you have to realize is you're starting back at the beginning. Like, who were you a year ago? What could you have used then to help you on your journey? The other thing is, and I'm not going to get too deep with it today, maybe we'll do another video another day on like all the ways you can actually sell these products, but Etsy is not a great place to sell education-based topics. More likely than not, you should have your own type of funnel. And if you have no idea what a funnel is, I didn't either. I really recommend watching this masterclass. I'm going to link it below for you if you have no idea what a funnel is, but you really need to have either your own website, your own funnel, something. You need to be actually driving the traffic to your offers when you're creating education-based content. So you can't just slap these up on Etsy and hope for the same results as like the lower cost templates. Kind of to sum up, digital products are so amazing. They have literally changed my life. I will never shut up about them. And again, if you are not creating or at least thinking about creating a digital product in 2024, you are being left behind and you're losing a big piece of the money puzzle. So that being said, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel and leave me some comments below about the questions you have about digital products so I can kind of gauge where you guys are at and what kind of videos you would like to see from me in the future.